one of the 5 historic founding fathers of NAM, together with Jawaharlal Nehru of India, Ahmed Sukarno of Indonesia, Gamal Abdel Nasser of Egypt, and Joseph Broz Tito of the then Yugoslavia, who launched the movement in this famous city of Belgrade 60 years ago. Ghana has remained a faithful adherent of its principles, that is, respect for the territorial integrity and sovereignty of states, non-interference in the domestic affairs of states, and non-aggression against states. We believe that the strength of the movement is determined not just by its numbers, but more significantly by the attachment to the principles that founded it. At the 1961 summit, Kwame Nkrumah, whose daughter Samia is a member of Ghana's delegation to this commemorative meeting, raised a matter that was topical and on the front burner at the time: the threat of nuclear weapons and the imperative to disarm. He said, and I quote, "This conference should call on the powers of the world to disarm. They must disarm to ensure that they are unable to strike against each other. If you want peace, stop preparing for war," unquote. 60 years later, the great powers have not disarmed, neither has the threat of nuclear war receded. They are still as powerful as they were then, and this has been highlighted by the COVID pandemic and the unsavory politics of vaccine nationalism we are currently witnessing. We are observers of global power play and are subject to the benevolence of powerful countries who give out their hoarded supplies at their own pace, not necessarily in tandem with our realities. The need for self-reliance today in the global south is as important as positive neutralism was in the era of the Cold War. The impact of the pandemic on our populations has been severe. We must stand shoulder to shoulder and be resolved to ensure that we're better prepared for future pandemics. We must not miss the opportunity of this occasion to take far-reaching decisions for a more equitable and balanced world, based on the principle of the equality of sovereign states. We should continue to work towards the global objectives of peace, development, and interdependence. Let me, in conclusion, co-chairs, reiterate Ghana's firm conviction that the non-aligned movement is as relevant in this 21st century as it was in the 20th century in protecting the interests of the developing world. There will be challenges, but working hand in hand, we can move ahead together and indeed much further, more so when through our cooperation and solidarity, we achieve the restructuring of the global financial system to facilitate the rapid development of our economies. The next 60 years of the movement must mark its empowerment to meet the wishes and aspirations of our peoples for development, dignity, and diversity.
Serbia and Serbia